Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me on Money Sense with Miss T. My name is Thendo, and on this platform we talk all things personal finance. Now, if you're new on this channel, please do me a favor and watch the very first video that I recorded, just so that you can piece the story together. Let's get right into it. So in 2015, like I said in my previous video, I started working as a chartered accountant trainee, and at this point I remember the year before that, December into January of 2015, I was basically just preparing myself for one of the most important professional exams to becoming a CA, and in conjunction with that I had started just writing down my vision and my goals for the 3-year traineeship, because guys, something powerful happens when you write things down. So on my vision board, I had academic goals, and of course I had a financial bucket list. I knew I wanted to achieve 3 things. I wanted to give, I wanted to travel the world, and I also wanted to set aside money to buy an investment property after my traineeship. Fast forward to the end of April 2015, as I was just doing a review of my goals, I realized that academic goals, tick, ITC in the bag, thank you very much. But financial goals, 0, dololo, like mark me absent, ma'am, I am not coming. And basically my finances were just off ramping. I was having to depend or rely on an overdraft just to stay afloat, aka living paycheck to paycheck. And in my world, that is basically being broke. So this troubled me a lot because I was raised in a single income home, which is something that is not unique to a typical South African setup, where there is very little that needs to go a long way. So naturally, I remember as a teenager, I purposed in my heart that I wanted better and I wanted more for myself and for my children, right? So this picture of overdraft, of not having enough, was not aligned to the personal vow that I took when I was still a teenager, especially because when I started working, I was in a more privileged position. I stayed at home and I didn't have any car repayments. So I had no business running into overdraft on a monthly basis. At this point, I'm clear. This girl has to repent. So I naturally pull out my bank statements from the previous 4 months, and I just did a simple analytic where I sat down with these bank statements, which are actually the mirror of your priorities, and I started highlighting in the same color recurring items, right? So I had Tasha's, Chicken Licken, Doppio Zero, Seattle, work canteen, and really at the end of that exercise, this revealed to me areas where I was being very, very wasteful. So I added up the amounts that I had highlighted in yellow, right? And the amounts were just too exorbitant. They actually gave me stomach cramps. I just couldn't believe that here I was thinking that I couldn't achieve my financial goals because I'm a trainee, I don't make that much. But when I looked at the amounts that I was spending just on eating out, it was unacceptable, and I experienced a bit of shame. But this was really a defining moment for me. This is the day I decided that I was going to treat my personal finances like a business. I was going to account for every rand and cent, and I was going to hold myself accountable on a monthly basis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is also known as having a budget, and at Money Sense we call this having a financial wellness plan. So I have been doing this for the past 6 years and have never looked back. And yes, I did achieve all of those 3 financial goals that I set at the end of my articles or at the end of my traineeship. In other words, your dreams are valid, your financial goals are valid, and you are well able to achieve them. Okay guys, this part of the video is called practically making sense of your money, right? So I want us to move from a place of just consuming data, consuming information, to a place where we actually action what we have learned. So I'm going to humbly ask you to please just download your bank statement. Choose a month, January, okay, no, maybe not a good idea. Let's choose February, right? Download your bank statement, and I want you to just start looking out for the following 4 areas. So the first area that I want you to look at is areas where you have been wasteful. Only you know what that is. Only you can define it for yourself, right? Remember, for me, it was eating out. The second area that I want you to look out for is subscriptions. You could literally be sitting on money, right? Look out for subscriptions where you are no longer even engaging in those services, right? For example, gym memberships, online platform memberships, as well as just music memberships. So check those out. Very important. The third area that I want you to look out for is debit orders. Now, there's a lot of contentious issues around this area where people are getting double debited, where people are getting debited for things they know nothing about. So I want you to align and make sure that you know exactly which debit order is going where and for what, right? And finally, the fourth area that I want you to look at is bank charges. Are you actually using the services for the bank charges that you are incurring? So I know most people are on premium and they don't actually access or use those services. So maybe you should consider downgrading. So that's just one of the ways that you can manage your finances and get to really know and understand your money, right? So I'm looking forward to hearing about your experiences. If you have the courage, please just let us know on the comment section how you have experienced this exercise. Thank you so much. So next week, we're going to do a deep dive into the building blocks and the fundamentals of budgeting. Hope to see you there. If this is your kind of content, please like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you achieve all of your financial goals. Thank you.